What's up, everybody? Rob here, back with another episode of Wasting Wildcards here on Malta 5. It's been a while, and that is mostly because Pioneer came out, and Pioneer is fucking rad. But Theros just came out, and by just came out, I mean it's been around for about 3 weeks to a month-ish, I guess. 3 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? I'm losing track of time. Let's say 3 weeks. And in that time, I've spent a good amount of time playing Standard, trying to grind out some wild cards to build some decks. And as always, as the resident Stompy expert here on the website, Stompy was one of the first things I tried to put together. So since the release of Theros, there's been a few new toys to put in this deck, mainly the first Iroan games and the new Nylea. Oh no, I took Nylea out of the deck. Oh no. Nylea. Okay, anyway. So the first Iroan games and Nylea. Nylea is an indestructible god. That's devotion. If it's less than 5, it's just an enchantment. It decreases the cost of your creature spells, which is awesome. And it also works as a really good mana sink at the end of the game because you can just start digging and trying to find more creatures. So this deck, I think, is still pretty good. There's always kind of a Stompy deck to be made, and sometimes it's better than other times. But I think right now it's actually, I don't know, I'd say solidly like tier 2. And that's because there's just a lot of ways to keep digging, to keep getting value, to come back from sweepers, to just be a very resilient deck. And Nylea is a pretty big part of that, even though it's just a 1-of in my main deck. But Nylea, Vivien, just the freaking all-star. I mean, the more you play this card, the more you realize it's freaking incredible in an aggressive deck. It just makes your stuff bigger. It gives trample to things like Yorvo and Questing Beast, which is just absurd. And yeah, Lovestruck Beast too. You can destroy planeswalkers, opposing creatures. Eventually, if you're just like running out of gas, you can go pull some stuff from your sideboard. You'll see I have like 1 Questing Beast in the sideboard, 1 more Nylea, a ton of other stuff. But this is basically like the 1-ofs here are more, I mean, specifically the Questing Beast is here specifically for like Vivien to pull, just so I have like a hasty threat I can get at any time. Great Henge, obviously, if you can get this thing online, it's very hard for you to lose. So we're playing 3 of those. It can get turned on pretty quick because we have Lovestruck Beast, Yorvo, Questing Beast. The first Iroan games, actually, haven't really talked about this. Another really good, like, resilient threat. You get a body, which 1/1, whatever, doesn't do much. Does help Lovestruck Beast, because you have another 1/1 that enables it to attack. But the second and the third one is kind of really where you want this. So the second saga is where you get 3+1/+1 counters. That's huge. That's a ton of power being put onto the field. And you can put that on something like a Pelt Collector or a Wildwood Tracker, just to make them kind of actual threats. You can put it on a Growth Chamber Guardian, which triggers its adaptability, which lets you go seek out more. So it's just kind of like a card draw. Put it on a Paradise Druid, get a nice big hexproof creature. And other than that, it just makes stuff big. It's a really good. And then the third saga is really where you want this card. Traditionally, green Stompy decks don't really have ways to draw cards. So something that lets you draw 2 cards and also gives you a ton of power is just a really good card. So I've been pretty impressed with this. I've tried running 4 of them. Don't think you want 4 just because, like, late in the game you top deck this, so you get a 1/1. It's not exactly what you're looking for. You want something like a Questing Beast or a Vivien, or just something that produces value right away. But this is a really good utility card, and I think it's overall a pretty good addition to the deck. What haven't we talked about here? Questing Beast, don't think it really needs much of an introduction. It's just the best green creature you can play. We're playing a 1 of God-Eternal Rhonas just because it's fun to Rhonas people, and that's literally the only reason. It's just really fun to Rhonas people. What else? Yorvo, obviously very good. Don't want to play 4 of them. Just, the legendary thing's kind of annoying. Let's see here. Yeah, Paradise Druid lets you get to 4 mana quicker, and this is really where this deck shines, so that's why we're playing 4 of those. Yeah, sideboard, you got your life gain, against your red decks. Got your Brontodon against your control decks and your Witch's Oven decks. You've got another Nylea. If you just need an indestructible value engine. Questing Beast, just efficient beater, pull it with your Vivien. Ceratops, obviously against control, mono blue, stuff like that. And Voracious Hydras against other creature decks. So let's go hit up some traditional standard ranked. All right, so we are on the play, which is exactly what we want to do. I'd say this is pretty good. If all things go according to plan, we can go a turn 2 Druid into a turn 3 Questing Beast, or a turn 3 Vivien, I mean, if that's the direction we're feeling. So we'll keep this. Having a 1-drop in this deck does feel pretty good, but if you're going to go straight into your 2-drops, this is kind of what you're looking for. So we're probably playing against like Simic Ramp, maybe Temur Reclamation. I feel like green and blue have become kind of, if not the most popular color combination, I mean, it's probably the most part. Ooh, Bant. Okay. Right. So now we have kind of some choices. We can go Questing Beast and just start beating down Vivien and just kind of, I'm not feeling Vivien right now. So, but we could also play Nylea, which will then make other stuff cheaper, and it's indestructible. Next turn they could counter stuff though. So I think we just get down our Questing Beast. If we can get a couple hits in with Questing Beast, then it'll all be worth it. Deputy of Detention, that's fun. All right, so 4 mana. So we just Questing Beast here again? I think we just Questing Beast again. All right, so they're playing some kind of Bant fun stuff here. Haven't really seen Deputy Detention too much lately, so I assume they're playing stuff like Teferi. What else could they be doing here? Ooh, spicy. Not gonna block because now I can kill their Questing Beast with my Questing Beast. And I can play a creature and attack. So you can really see why we're playing Paradise Druid here. Getting that Questing Beast out on turn 3 and just this card is so silly. So they could even play a second one here. We could block it fine. All right, not bad. Probably getting our Questing Beast. All right, so let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will turn on automatically. We could play this here. We could put 2 counters on this. Attack here. They can block. All right, so now we're very, very exposed to Shatter the Sky, I believe it's called, the new sweeper. But even if they play that... Okay, yeah, we just... So the thing that's good about this deck is that even with sweepers, we still have Nylea, well, that's indestructible. And with with Vivien out, basically anything we play just turns Nylea back on to start beating down. So they're playing Bant. And we saw an Elspeth conquers death. I think God-Eternal might be a little too cute here. They're probably playing absorbs and stuff like that. They're clearly playing a lot of creatures, though, so Voracious Hydra might not be bad. Let's go 2 Ceratops just to kind of feel it out. 2 Brontodons. Get rid of the Wildwood Trackers because they can be blocked by pretty much everything in the deck. And let's try this. So it's kind of Bant mid-range. This isn't a bad hand. Our Castle Garenbrigs will be turned on pretty quick. I would have liked maybe 3 lands and another maybe like a 4-drop here, but this is a decent curve. We're on the draw too, so hopefully we can get some better action coming on. Forest isn't better action, but we'll just throw our Druid out here. Next turn, we have 4 mana, so we could potentially go first Iroan games into Lovestruck Beast or vice versa. So they could potentially have a Questing Beast here. If that's the case, maybe we just want to get our Lovestruck Beast down just so we can block effectively. But it doesn't have trample, so maybe we just do this. We have 2 1/1s to block with. Next turn, we make something a lot bigger. Make our Paradise Druid nice and 4/3 hexproof, not bad. And then if we just keep it alive, we'll be able to draw the additional 2 cards, which always feels good. Drawing cards in a Stompy deck never feels bad. Wow, I'm I'm so stupid. Totally forgot you can't even block that stuff. All right, well, saga for a saga. I gotcha. So we can activate the castle and play Lovestruck Beast and Growth Chamber Guardian. 1 floating mana we can't really do much with. Non-creature spells will cost more, but that's fine. I mean, we only have the first Iroan games in our deck anyway. So I think probably a Vivien is what we want the most here. Just a clean answer to Questing Beast. I will gladly trade, though, Questing Beast for Lovestruck Beast. They do have the ability now to bring it back with Elspeth Conquers Death. But we get 1 more attack step beforehand. All right, they're doing all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so they're going to have a 5/5 Questing Beast, which is fine. I mean, it trades with our Questing Beast still. Oh, okay. Now I see why they're playing Bant. Dream Trawler. All right, that is a very good card. A very good card against us. Oh boy. All right, so they're going to start drawing cards. They're going to start gaining life. They got plenty to discard to keep it hexproof. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think we just got Dream Trawler there. So I don't think Shifting Ceratops really needs to come in here. I don't even really think Brontodon needs to come in here. I think we just need to win fast. So actually, I think God-Eternal Rhonas, maybe our Hydras, and let's go. Let's keep 1 Brontodon in case they're playing Banishing Lights or something like that. God, Dream Trawler is very, very good. One of the first decks I crafted, or spend time trying to craft. Well, I didn't explain why I kept that, but turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. This is a good little curve here. Obviously, if we can get our Great Henge online, if we can just start doing work before they get to 6 mana, we'll be in good shape. Fortunately, Elspeth Conquers Death is a very clean answer to Great Henge in this deck. All right, Nylea, not bad, not bad, not bad. So, all right, so we could go, let's go Lovestruck Beast. Let's just try to beat down as fast as we can. That's kind of going to be our best bet. Turn 3, they still don't have anything really scary they can do. Teferi can bounce Lovestruck Beast. Yeah. But that's fine. I ain't afraid. I wonder if this deck like does a transformative sideboard and goes like full control. That'd be spicy. Like they bring in sweepers. Because we would be very wrecked by a sweeper right now. Okay, they did not. So I am just going to take this because I want to get my Great Henge online. Get our Nylea out. And now we're in business. I will gladly take the trade now. Nylea, very good blocker of Questing Beast. So I'm hoping they don't Nylea Conquers Death here. That'd be kind of a bummer. But we do have a very good follow-up with another Great Henge. Ooh, they are running sweepers. Okay. But I'm still going to draw some stuff. Hopefully it's a creature. It's not. Let's activate Nylea. Oh, yeah, there we go. And that is why the Great Henge and Nylea are very good in this deck. I am a fan of this spicy little Bant brew they got going on here. All right, and there it goes. Mono green Stompy beating the Bant mid-range nonsense. And, you know, I'm slowly ranking up. Just started trying to actually rank up today. So, January was spent grinding cards, being in between formats, playing a lot of Magic Online. So maybe February is the month I hit Mythic again. Maybe I can actually stay in top 1200. All right, so we're missing something to do on turn 2, which is a bummer, but we do have a lot of 2-drops we could draw into. Other than that, we have a pretty good turn 1, turn 3, 4, 5. So I think we keep here. Hopefully we draw into like a Druid or something. All right, mono red is usually not too bad of a matchup for us if we can get blockers online early enough. But this is like when you really want to get your stuff online early. Definitely will make every trade imaginable here. Want to keep their board small. Want to keep Ember Cleaves expensive. Are they running Infuriates and stuff? No. Don't do it. Shock? Okay. It's fine. It protected us for 3 life. Good. Definitely could have used a 2-drop there. All right, so next turn. Okay, they don't have the 3-drop. They don't have the new Devotion beatdown card, or got the little pump dwarf here. Yeah, Rimrock Knight. Okay, luckily our life total is not too low. I want to get Yorvo out early-ish, but 4 power versus 5 power is pretty substantial, so we're going to get the better blocker out here. They're attacking with 3 mana. They can Embercleave here, so if I block here, I do die. It does die to Embercleave, but so does that. Okay. Or Bone Crusher Giant. So we're just barely keeping our head above water here. I'm going to play Questing Beast so I can get on the offensive and block. Next turn, I can Great Henge and potentially into something else. All right, and that is why 5 power or 5 toughness is better than 4. Luckily, I can make him a 5, give this thing hexproof. Really don't want a Calamity here. Can basically get through for 2 here. Great Henge will offset at least this one attack, which is nice. Again, they have Embercleave mana if they attack with everything, so I'm not going to say things are looking up because they're not looking up. It's definitely the matchup for the whatever the upgraded Nylea's Disciple is, the gain life for your devotion. My opponent thinking here. Attacking with 1 creature, huh? All right. Well, I'll trade here. I don't care. Interesting. Not sure what they're trying to bait out there, but so I'm going to do something dumb here. Maybe not too dumb. I'm going to cast this Yorvo, making this one bigger, drawing a card, gaining 2 life. I'm going to keep the bigger one. All right, so we got a land off the top there. All right, if we can survive this next barrage. Please no Embercleave. Please no Embercleave. I see you. I see you. What is it? Shock, okay. Still a huge bummer, but just give me a creature. Give me a... Oh, you bastard. All right. Well, let's hope our opponent just keeps hitting for 2. Please, please, please. I want like a not incubation druid. Oh my god, no. Oh, you bastard. You bastards. All right, well, I'm going to get hit for 4. I could die so easily this turn. The flood is real. Yep. Nothing I can do here. Do you have it? Ooh, good lord. That's not necessarily what I want. So we're going to activate Garenbrig, play Nylea, activate Nylea, graveyard. Graveyard. And we lose. Okay. So, I mean, we did get flooded there. I feel like if we drew almost any of our creatures in that period of time, we would have done okay. So Setessan Petitioner definitely coming in. Voracious Hydra coming in. We can pick off some of their creatures. Thrashing Brontodon, I didn't see any enchantments, but you never know when they play Calamity or the thing that steals your creatures from this set. Like the first Iroan War or something like that. So let's bring one in. It's got a big. Let's bring two in. It's got a big butt. Good blocker. Get rid of this. It's too slow. Maybe go down in Iroan games. Go down a Vivien. Wildwood Trackers, kind of bleh. And maybe one Henge. Again, I think you really just want bodies, and you want them to basically use all their resources before they can get your life total low enough. And then you just start beating down. So that's not what we want. Definitely don't want that. This is much better. So the one thing we have to think here is, do we want Nylea or do we want like a Girl's Chamber Guardian? I think I kind of want Nylea. Because Pelt Collector, yeah, that might have been the wrong drop, but once we get like an indestructible blocker / mana sink online, basically if we had Nylea earlier last game, we would have been in pretty good shape. Nope, I'll take one. I'm going to do a little bit of racing here. No blocks. All right. My devotion's only 2 here. Cast this for 1 and kill the 10th Street Dodger. Not the most exciting thing, but cleans up the battlefield. It's a tiny little blocker. Or just want to make it double the counters, make it a 2/3. Nah, let's just get rid of this. So our devotion's 4 now. It'll be 6. So we can gain 6 life next turn, which is not bad at all. Also, the 2 pips here will help a lot with Nylea, which will then help with Great Henge. So I think if we draw a forest next turn, or Castle Garenbrig, we won't be in too bad of a spot. All right, now we definitely need to draw those. No blocks. Okay. Definitely playing this. Gain 5 life. All right, so now we want another land so we can play Nylea. I think our life total's in a good enough place that we can just let them attack there. Ooh, lucking out a lot. So again, I'm going to get on the offensive here. So picking off these things is basically the best they can do. Cut my devotion low enough that Nylea won't be able to block. Wow, okay. Interesting. That is amazing for us. Yeah, I'm going to resolve that. Oh man, 2 1-drops in a row. I'll take it. Yeah, let's just bash in with Nylea and Pelt Collector, I guess. Pelt Collector dying will make these two things bigger. And if any of you have not seen the Growth Chamber Guardian combo with Great Henge, it is truly a thing of beauty. You basically get, oh man, and Nylea. For 4 mana, I can get 12 power. That's a lot of robbers. That's a lot of robbers. I don't think my opponent can really do anything here. So let's activate Garenbrig here and start going off. We're going to get 12 power, draw 4 cards. Actually, it's kind of like drawing 8 cards almost. This is probably like the legit best possible thing you could do in this with this deck. Yeah, I think our opponent saw that. So you can do some silly stuff with Stompy. If you can assemble Voltron, if you can assemble the key pieces, you can do some rad stuff. All right, so we got a turn 1, turn 3. So we have 2 draw steps to get into something better. I'm going to keep it just because we're going to be able to gain a little bit of life. Hopefully let us catch up from something else there. All right, and that is a very good second draw. Paradise Druid has really been doing work. Obviously, it's no Llanowar Elves. Having that turn 1 ramp is so silly, but it's been doing a lot of work. I think we trade. It only adds 1 pip for devotion, but the ability to save 2 life a turn is going to be pretty crucial because I'm not blocking next turn with my Paradise Druid. So I think next turn is probably going Questing Beast, and then the following turn Petitioner. Try to maximize the life gain here. Not getting super low, but definitely going down in the life total. Yeah, luckily these red decks aren't playing like 20 burn spells like they have in the past, so that is a very good thing for Stompy or just big green decks. Being able to block to stay alive is a lot better than just kind of praying. All right, so let's go Forest into Questing Beast. They're going to trade here most likely, but basically keeping something like this off of the battlefield it's good for us. Keeps their Ember Cleaves worse. Next turn we'd be able to make 6 mana with Castle Garenbrig. Go Lovestruck Beast into Petitioner. Not a ton of devotion, but we can gain a nice 4 life doing that. Yes, let's do that. Then the next turn we can go Henge into Iroan games. That will give us the 1/1 to basically attack with the Lovestruck Beast. All right, that is a good card. All right, so still got the big butts. So Rimrocker Knight trades with anything, which is fine. I'll get rid of the Petitioner. That served its duty, gave us 4 life, and traded with a Rimrock. I mean, that's about as much as you can ask for a this for this role player. She did her job. Our opponent thinking here they should wait it out. I haven't seen an Embercleave though. I'm always nervous. Our opponent has all these pretty storybook versions of the cards though, which makes me think that they're not afraid of spending money, which makes me think they're not afraid to crack some boosters, which makes me think they probably got some Embercleaves. We're tossing a Henge down here. We're going to go Pelt Collector. That's going to draw us a card. And, oh man. What a dream. Do we start bashing? Or do we wait one more turn? Let's wait one more turn. I don't want to get caught off guard by any shenanigans. Block here. Block here. Clearly thinking. Always got the stuff. All right, so again, our opponent's running pretty low on resources. So are us, unfortunately. Did I say so are us? So are us. What is wrong with me? We got an 8-8 though. Good luck attacking through an 8-8. That's one way to do it. Just fly over an 8-8's head. Deal 4 damage. And, oh god. That's actually going to start adding up very quick. But we're going to draw 2 more cards this turn. Thank God for that. Whew, okay. So let's go Garenbrig. About to start popping off once again. Kind of a bummer. We just drew into a Growth Chamber Guardian, but I'll allow it. Let's go another Growth Chamber. Let's play the last one. Decline. Play Paradise Druid. Man, this deck loves giving me lands, doesn't it? This is so silly. And yeah, I'm not going to attack with that. Well, got a nice full suite of blockers now. Freaking 4 lands. All right, well, everything trades with all of our stuff. Luckily, their Phoenix can't be pumped quite yet. Next turn, I'll probably attack with all the Growth Chambers. Vivien would be pretty great. Vivien would let us pick off the Torbrin. I would have loved for them to attack with that stuff. Create a gold token. Gold tokens, not that exciting. So let's do this. That way we can still cast a Vivien if we draw into it. Come on. Come on. I can just get in with these. Torbran can kill one of them. Easy. Fervent Champion can actually successfully kill one too. I totally forgot about the first strike. Our opponent has no idea what's in our hand though, so they may play conservatively. This may also just turn into 2 things die, and they do get 6 damage done to them. But if once they realize that the Phoenix of the Ash getting pumped is going to kill me in like 2 turns, I'm really going to have to start getting some stuff done. All right, well, now they're going to start getting in for 3/7 a turn. I wonder if they see it. This does slightly more damage to me. They're thinking. All right, so we just need to start drawing into creatures and start chaining off. All right. Do you know what's a good draw? Friggin' Voracious Hydra. So I need, this is a 4, 6. Let's do X equals 6. I could have just made it like the biggest trampler of all time, but I'm just going to fight here. That's probably the safest thing we can do. Yeah, considering we're also just going to draw into 4 trillion lands. Attack in with an 8/8 and a 6/6. That's lethal. They need to block. I think we still have enough blockers for the ground. Another Torbran would keep them from being able to pump the Phoenix. So I think we're in pretty good shape here, actually. Oh, my sweet lord. In the words of, I believe, George Harrison, my sweet lord. Is that what he says? Is that the song? Lots of tramply boys here. So they can block 4, 5, 6, 7 of this. I think they're dead. If I'm bad at math and I lose, then my opponent deserves everything. But pretty sure they're just real dead here. Rest in peace, my friend. Put up a valiant fight. But sometimes you just can't beat the tramply boys. All right, so Mono Green Stompy coming in with the wins there. We beat Bant mid-range. I wouldn't say control. That was for sure just a Bant mid-range deck. And Mono Red. Didn't seem like the most up-to-date Mono Red list. Never saw any Embercleaves. Never saw any of, what's that dude's name? The new 3-drop. I don't even know if I have any. This guy. Annex. This card friggin' does work in Mono Red. This plus Embercleave is a disgusting combo. I never even saw the thing cast. I'm surprised my opponent isn't playing it. But nonetheless, Mono Green Stompy still existing, still putting up the Ws, and still one of my favorite decks. So thank you guys for watching. If you're looking for more fun content, if you're looking for more green mid-range decks, I mean, you don't have to look too far. That's like almost all the decks I make. If you're interested in Pioneer, we have a bunch of Pioneer videos up. I've been playing some like Selesnya mid-range decks. With the PTs going on, we're probably going to try to make like a metagame attacking Selesnya deck. Try to beat the the new hotness, the new blue-black, and the new, what's the other one? The new Aura's deck. The Ken Yukihiro, I believe, is who was playing that. That deck is rad. But anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Multi5, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering.